know you can't see me, but I'm sure you can see that sunrise in the background. I don't want to turn too many lights on at the moment because we're right in amongst the deer here. Well, I'm hoping we are. We got here late evening yesterday and we'd already seen a nice sambar stag, sub-20s, but in prime condition. But it's been blowing its backside off all night. So myself, Leigh and Ben are just about to head out and see if we can track down some deer. There's reds, fallow and sambar here. So you just never know. We're going to see if we can knock over one and possibly two to fill the freezers. Hello. Found me a deer yet, Ben? Can you hear me where you are? I search for ways to come to you. I wish I knew today. The hollow shells and coins swallowed all the darts I threw, all to you. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, like daylight. So far nothing. This wind is fairly turned into a bit of an easterly, and in this gully, and whilst it's blowing in my face, it's there's nothing on the other side of the hill, which I really did expect them to be taking some cover there. Anyway, we'll move down here a little bit further and I'll sit in the trees for a little while because I did see some movement of some roos coming down, so oftentimes the fallow follow them, so I'll give it another hour here. If not, I'll go and chase up Steve and go for the long walk. There's a fair walk where they've gone, so I'll see how we go. We've just come over the top of this valley here where we know the deer tend to reside. Haven't seen anything at this stage. The wind is blowing its backside off still, so I'll just turn my back here to the wind. Hopefully you can hear me. It's the sort of place you want to sort of cover quick. But then when you do that, you get something stand up in front of you and it buggers off. So you sort of just got to show a little bit of restraint and hunt it slowly. Well, the wind's strong, but it's constant, Ben. Yep. So now we've just got to make decisions. It's a lot of decisions in hunting. I usually make bad ones, but we can't see anything out grazing, but it was actually quite fresh last night. The wind was up. I reckon they're going to be deep in the gullies, either bedding in the grass or they're heading back in the bush. So we've got to make a decision whether we sort of just move through this. But if we do, there's a chance that we'll end up just bumping one and it'll just take off in front of us. And it won't present a shot. The other option is we head up here before we get too far down into the wind here, go back downwind here and basically work our way through the bush. I'm actually starting to think that might be a better option. Then we can always come back out around and come back down onto here. I was just saying to Ben, things can change real quick here. So it would usually be when I put this camera up and something bolts off in front of us. Nothing but sheep and roos. I think we're going to head in the bush, Ben. That's the money shot, Steve, right there. I've been here for more than an hour and unfortunately nothing's happened. It's a bit of a bummer because it's a great spot. A little bit awkward to get them out, but I will find a way. Anyway, I'm going to pack up here and walk up the top of the hill and get in touch with Steve and Ben and see how they're travelling. I haven't heard any shots, although with the wind the way it is, I'm not expecting to. So, yeah, a bit disappointing, but the roos and the wombats have been around. They seem to be quite happy here, so I would have thought the deer would be too. I'd rather have you right here close. let him go, let him go. I was just saying to Ben earlier on, we'll probably just get something that'll break off in front of us. Well, we've just, I reckon, what, less than 10 metres, just to our right here. We've heard a couple of bit of branches breaking. I thought, oh, it's just a wombat. Sure enough, next minute there's a set of antlers standing up out of the bracken. Yeah. It was quite a nice little, what was it, chocolate? Bit of a sort of a chocolate fallow buck. So he's just bedded in there, happy as Larry, out of the wind.
What can you do?
Nothing, mate. Exactly. Bit of fun. I'm thinking, look, our Ben's just back very close to squeezing the trigger. I'm thinking, nah, let it go, let it go. But I love this sort of country through here now. It's exactly where you expect a fallow. And it's pretty much what we thought. Because the wind's been up, they'll be bedded down in a bit of cover here. So we're just going to traverse across here and see if we can find his brother or sister.
I'm focused. I've been watching for the omens. I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded.
I think that's got Ben keen. The rifle's in hand now. I don't think that's going to happen again.
So welcome to the fire.
This is where your low-powered scopes come right into it. We've got to filter through all the roos here. So every now and then one of the shapes looks like a fallow. And we know those, if we start to ignore those shapes, one of them will be a fallow. So we just got to be patient here.
Well, with the deer not going today, not coming in and doing what they normally do when I'm not here, I thought I'd do a little bit of load testing. So I've got these bullets I wanted to try out, and I'll see how they go. I'll try and I'll load them now, and I'll probably fire them off later on tonight.
I'm just taking a bit of a break here now. It's just going on 10 o'clock in the morning. We've only seen that one fallow buck, and he never really presented a shot. Not a shot that we were going to take anyway. So we're just sitting here having a bit of a glass. We haven't seen anything. Leigh's just given us a call on the radio. He hasn't seen anything either. It's the way it can go, but we're thinking now with all the wind that was been up over the last day or so, that we're hoping that they're going to be bedded down in the gullies, in the creek system. So we might basically work our way back along, low down into the creek, and look, it might be just a matter of knock one up and have a shot. But at this stage, yeah, that's where we're at.
We haven't seen much at all. So the boys are sort of heading over this way. They'll probably intercept me in a minute. But there's a nice little gully up in here that I might just give it a run. I'll see what they want to do. I think they want to go and whistle some foxes.
Well, the deer hunting was a little bit slow, so we thought we'd have a whistle. We just dragged in one, and Ben's just had a shot. He was a little bit overgunned with a 300 WSM, but yeah, it's just kicked off down into the blackberries here. He's just gone down to have a look. But I'm sure there was a second one, but we haven't seen it come out after the shot. So anyway, hopefully we can recover one fox.
So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to
Well, the boys have just got another one, 300 WSM. Tends to go through them a bit, so they've got to go and find it. Oh, the day's just getting better. I hope you can understand it. Because I'm down to my last round.
Am I glad to see my swag? Getting too old for this stuff. Well, my God, no deer taken, a couple of foxes down, and a bit of exercise. I could think of worse things to be doing, even though I'm puffing and panting. It's warmed up quite a bit now. So yeah, no deer down, but Leigh's still out on the other side of the hill over there, so you just never know what he might put down. So we'll listen out for a gunshot.